My name is Eva Parantica, VP of a brand new division of the world's largest corporation, Alta Interglobal, and I am excited to welcome you to our newest initiative, Alta Interstellar. While you may only know us as the largest and most successful holding company in the known universe, we have recently set our sights on a new goal, the colonization of space. This is why we acquired your previous employer, Kindred Aerospace, and why you are now shuttling your way between the stars toward your new home. With our patented AltaPort technology, we instantly teleported all the equipment needed for your new settlement directly to your chosen planet. And while we would have loved to do the same for you, our current technology tends to liquefy biomatter. Instead, you have been sleeping soundly and deeply for around a century in one of our patented Alta tripods. That may sound like a long time, but for you it passed in an instant. And what a small price to pay for such an amazing adventure. You will be the very first settler on this previously unexplored planet. After landing, all you need to do is boot up your habitat and gather your gear. Then you can begin to call down extra buildings to grow the space into a small, functioning community. Once that is achieved, Alta will soon send dozens of fresh-faced colonists your way. It is your mission to work with those colonists to build a flourishing foothold for humanity in deep space. All of us here at head office could not be more excited to welcome you into the Alta family, and we look forward to supporting you in your adventures. Onward and upward!
While that landing wasn't as smooth as we would have liked, like any... major event, it can also offer a change of perspective. Hi, my name is Echo, and I will be your companion on this adventure. Like a faithful hound, I will attend to you, alerting you to dangers and opportunities as they arise. All right then, shall we? If you can't walk out of this crater, this is going to be one short adventure. Look at this place. Gorgeous. Well, except for all that burning wreckage. A perfect spot for another rip-roaring adventure. What will we discover? Hopefully our habitat. I'm picking up a faint signal over those cliffs. Onwards, brave explorer!
Mario!
Oh, it's so cute. You should scan it. What is it made from? Silicone?
Nema.
Ooh, finally a minor obstacle. A tiny cliff. Unfortunately, even that is too difficult for your weak, fleshy body right now. Maybe
No
we
hagas
should look for a
13.
wreckage back there for something useful, like a ladder or something. Go scan it all.
Jag menar robot på något sätt. Ah.
Look at that little guy, completely filled with gas. Charming. plant or is it a creature? Maybe we can eat it.
Oh yes. Oops.
Okay, this area looks promising. Let's scan some junk. That was not the easiest landing. There are pieces of Kindred and Alta gear littered all over this beach. Hopefully your habitat is intact.
Опиташ да се билте дец.
Victory! It appears our ship's 3D printer is still functional despite its sudden descent onto the beach. Everything you will need can be crafted with this lovely device. Let's see what's available to print in there.
Йой, търчаня.
Yup, that's the one. Jump thrusters are what we need. Oh, but we'll need to gather some basic resources in order to print this, which shouldn't be a problem. Let us poke at the nearby wildlife. Fly, you inflatable
Oeh,
herp!
klopte.
And shower us in your glorious internal resources. Carbon, the building blocks of life as we know it.
Yay!
Okay, now I feel kind of bad about all that, but bad in a satisfied way because I really want to get off this beach and we have things to print. Okay, that's enough. Head back to the printer and get crafting. Onward and upward indeed. Now we should be able to clear those cliffs and continue looking for our habitat. I feel a bit sad about that, not gonna lie. Ah, a jungle. Nice. And so close to the beach. Now where is that habitat? Yup, I'm almost certain it's edible. Probably. Actually, certainly. 100%. So small, so beautiful, so squishy.
Hop up. Hey, that's a monster.
Crystals! Blocking our path. When in doubt, scan it. Okay. Still annoying, but thankfully delicate. Nothing a plasma shell can't fix. As much as I hate to admit it, this feels like a time to craft yourself a weapon. We always end up here in the end.
What?
But first you'll need some aluminium. I am detecting some promising mineral formations nearby. Search the area. Okay, so your standard Explorer gear comes with a short-range survey tool that acts a bit like a sonar. Not only will it tell you how much good stuff is currently surrounding you, but if you listen carefully, you should hear a ping coming from the direction of the nearest goodies. Try it now! Nice! Those veins are rich in the kind of materials required to 3D print new stuff, which you'll need to do if you want to get off this rock, or otherwise to comfortably wait for the ravages of old age. More aluminium. Glorious! Okay, that's enough. Let's head back to the printer and get our problem-solving projectile launching apparatus. Armed and dangerous. Do you feel safer now? Because I don't. Those crystals better watch out. Begone, strange alien crystals! Progress! So what now? Well, I am detecting new species in this next area, some of them more territorial than we've encountered so far. Remember, there is nothing in Alta's various directives that stops you from hunting them, or avoiding them, or even eating them. Begone, bug! A hive! Poke it. Another species of puffer. Hardy and attractive. These creatures are on almost all the planets we've surveyed. The Kindred database is full of them. A dead end. Perhaps a good moment to gain some altitude, survey the landscape, so to speak. Oh, I am detecting a very potent edible organism nearby. You should seek it out for science. But make sure to scan it first, just in case. Okay, so you're a foodie, willing to eat anything. No need for information on its nutritional value. I respect that. Anyway, you should now feel stronger, faster, and fitter. Neat. If you see another of these laying about, eat it. Jump! So, at this point, I must point out that we are in a bit of a pickle. According to our launch manifest, we were supposed to be nestled safely inside the habitat after waking up from cryosleep. But obviously we are not. Judging by the debris we saw earlier, our ship disintegrated on entry to the atmosphere. And worse, all your equipment is missing. Our focus needs to be on finding it, or replacing it. But that is a task for future you. Present day you still needs to find the habitat. It appears the way forward is blocked again. We'll need to rely on your keen sense of observation once more, my best new friend. Oh, look at this little guy. So cute. So juicy. Carnivorous trees, I love it. And feeding it seems to have encouraged it to withdraw the roots obstructing their path. Keep feeding it. Nope, nope, nope. Don't like this one. Filthy creature. Okay, the path seems to have cleared. Press on. The habitat can't be much further. Another weird goo. Food! I hope you're hungry. I have a feeling you'll be eating a few of these. We should be getting really close now. I can feel it in my robotic bones. Ah, there it is! Just head down there and we can finally get comfortable and relax a minute. And then we get to work. Well, the habitat module seems basically intact, but it's been sitting there for almost a century. Try to power it up. Congratulations! Your shiny new Kindred branded habitat is active and ready for use. Be aware that despite our best efforts to maintain a high quality workmanship, some wear and tear is to be expected. Gorgeous! Head on inside. Remember to wipe your feet. Home sweet home! The best bargain habitat a budget-conscious employer could find.
Fueled by families.
Here at Alta, we committed to pushing the boundaries of technology, exploring the cosmos.
Welcome, valued Alta Interglobal employee. How happy we were to acquire your previous company, Kindred Aerospace, and we want to let you know how much we appreciate your commitment to the Alta Interglobal way. Unfortunately, however, we've been forced to let you go. So, we hope you, however, are alive and that you managed to arrive safely with all your possessions and equipment. Originally, we were planning to ask you to send it all back to us, but I am pleased to announce that the shipping costs were prohibitive, so you can keep them. All warranties are void, of course. So while our initial visions of spreading new Alta interglobal colonies across the universe may be on hold, we trust you enjoyed your time with the company. Further information will be sent via email to your Habitat computer. As an old boss once told me, you can visit Pity
City, but you can't live there, so make the most of it.
Well, that's mildly disappointing and a little distressing. I guess we're on our own now? But business is business. Now, if you would kindly authenticate yourself on the computer terminal, there is a one-time setup to complete in there. First things first. Looks like you need to digitally sign this. Otherwise, my mission to help you... Now, simply select your corporate profile picture.
Jaj! Ma bicho, vai, prate.
I can sound like this. I can sound like this.
Thanks. Everything looks in order. We are good to go.
Ma dai. Ecco. Ecco.
I can
also...
Or that.
Or this again. I can... Or that.
Ne znam šta je gore.
I can...
I can... Fabulous! We are up and running. I will now deploy the exterior comms dish to help connect us to... Wait a minute, something's wrong. The dish is up but nothing is working. I think I'll need you to check it out. Okay, the comms antenna should be located right next to the habitat module. Let's see what's wrong with it. Or Or if you prefer, since you're now unemployed, you can also choose to totally ignore my thoughtful guidance and venture blindly into the wild and see what wonders are out there. I can't stop you anyway. Well, it's filthy. Something appears to have been living inside the supply crate, and unpacking the crate appears to have juiced it. Oops. Looks like we will need to 3D print ourselves a power hose. Excitingly practical. Your mother would be proud. But before you can do that, you'll need to find a new printer cartridge filled with that raw substance it uses for printing. I found one not too far away, and I am marking it in your compass. Glorious! A veritable land of hope and opportunity. Feel free to have a wander, smell the roses, or whatever those flowers are.
Juipuno pitas. Uglavnom, isto opušteni neki radnik koji se mora vratiti na zemlju. Da se osveti svojim bivšim šefovima.
Bouncy. Fun! And better still, the more you bounce, the higher you go! Fragile, but in an awkwardly specific way. Oh, the supply crate containing your trusty electric whip is resonating to it. It's not far. Let's check it out. Then you can smash this thing. Oh, just some diving? Awesome. I'm sure I can locate an upgrade for this.
Опустим,
I'll
ладно.
find it.
Šta me nabi? Iži pa tamo. Čekaj tebe, skeniram.
There are so many of them, but they seem pretty weak. More irritating than challenging.
Juj.
Phew, that was close.
Nyt.
Bombs that grow on trees. Perfect. Go grab one.
Mua! Joo, saa mennä.
It's a coupon crate filled with vouchers for Alta Bucks, a currency only usable in the Alta store, which is better than nothing, I guess. You can buy some neat stuff for your habitat. Persistent and messy. May I suggest using a degreaser? Oh, I'm detecting one of many kindred personal travel devices that have been dropped in advance for your own future convenience. Very useful when those organic legs of yours feel tired. Let's check it out.
No.
Look, a teleporter. Bait comes in a handy can, useful for distracting critters. Great, that's one teleporter down, many more to go. Their exact location might appear random at times, but I can assure you that some of our above-level junior scientists probably spend at least half a Tuesday lunchtime thinking about their ideal spots. Unfortunately, they didn't provide any lists, so I strongly encourage you to seek them out in the wild. Looks prickly and blocky and flammable.
Otti, bieži.
Did that lump of rocks just give birth to a bug? So satisfying. Ew, it must be spawning season. Feel how moist that air is. Great Scott, you survived! Wonders will never cease. Ooh, another supply crate. Go check it out. What can I say about silicon? Not much, it turns out. It's an ambush! Defend the precious crate! Yes! With the threat eliminated, the supply crate has unlocked. A standard issue 3D printer cartridge allowing you to print new tools or gear. It's compatible with most printer models from last century. Yeah, that's the one! Exactly what we need to print your new tool. That said, you still need to collect some more common resources. Take your time and head back to the habitat when you've got the stuff. Well, so not only did all our survival tools get scattered everywhere, but so did your clothing. So, unless you have a good knowledge about how to convert alien flora into a wearable textile, I suggest you keep an eye open for more wardrobe crates like this one. Oh, you want to do some diving? Awesome! I'm sure I can locate an upgrade for this. I'll let you know when I find it. You'd think a projectile of pure condensed plasma would damage a leaf, but not this time.
My.
Magma? Hot sauce? Whatever it is, it burns. Hey! I found a way to upgrade your power hose to extract the juice from some of these weird plants. You just need to find me a few needed components that I can't fabricate at the 3D printer. Sad. I'll keep looking for their transponder signal and keep you posted when I find a likely location. Explosive. Our cryopod! We're not dead! And we're here, so it worked, I guess. gonna get with these? A lamp, a couch, a miniature of Gunter Harrison? This one has an explosive temper. Okay, so you should now have everything you need to craft the power hose. Just head back to the habitat. The 3D printer is waiting for you. Perfect. Now we can get to work cleaning the comms array. After that, you are free to spray whatever you want with it.
Extreme Version Smartbox from Hot Wheels. Have you learned? Entry marked. And Slutty helps you
All right,
get
so this is new. According to your contract, you can redecorate this part of your habitat whenever you want. However, you can only do it in Ultibox. There should be coupons somewhere around here, but they appear to have been redistributed across the planet. Go get them!
Makaako saa lisää? Joo.
That's it! Yes! Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Let me scan the planet. Okay, so good news is that all of your equipment seems to have arrived safely. But the bad news is that the crates are scattered everywhere, which is weird. I currently have no idea how that could have happened. At least we've already located the supply crate containing a super useful electric whip and lasso. You'll need it if you ever hope to capture a creature or 7. So go get it! Believe it or not, you've now scanned half the Kindex entries possible on this planet. Sweet, slippery, highly flammable goo. You think a projectile of pure condensed plasma would damage a leaf? But not this time. Bioluminescent with a hard shell. I bet you could crack it though, if you wanted. Your electric whip could do the job, but it's still waiting for you, all alone in its crate somewhere. Check your journal for details. I don't know about you, but I don't like the look of that gas. There must be a way around, or over. capture a filtering process. However, you are missing a critical piece of gear that we'll need for this. A mask filter. But my sensors haven't picked up that specific crate signal since we arrived. So I guess we'll need to keep looking. Finally, a teleporter. Okay, we're approaching the location of the missing supply crate. It's right up there. The tree may be large, but I noticed some fungi clinging to its trunk. Let's check it out. That mushroom is so dried up. I wonder if it could support your weight if we were to rehydrate it. Use your power hose and we'll know for sure.
Eh,
Time to rehydrate that sad mushroom. The shell is impervious to bullets. Classy. That worked! Good job getting up here. But watch out, I'm picking up a lot of filth further up this dump. Power hose at the ready. Too much water can kill plants. Who knew? Impressively gross. Maybe it simply needs watering. Scanning is paying off. And to reward you, I've uploaded a new blueprint that'll let you scan objects that are further away. Easier and safer. Print it when you so desire. Now to find a way up. Ew, the water kind of melted it. It's so satisfying. happened to this crate? It looks filthy. Please scan it before touching anything, just in case. All right, much better. Now you can open it safely, I think. But don't lick your hands afterwards. Crack that whip! Awesome! Why not try it out on those excitingly foul lumps over there? Okay, that's one piece of gear retrieved. So many more useful tools to go. That said, I haven't located more supply crates just yet, so I'll keep scanning the planet and let you know when I do. Remember, your new whip also doubles as a lasso. Give it a twirl. Let's go catch something. I found a creature that's not too threatening, or smart, or dangerous. Crack that whip! A bald bug. Sad. Let's move on to something more challenging, shall we? Right this way.
Ma
To the lab with you, my basketball-shaped friend. technique. You're a pro already. Unfortunately, until you build a pen back at the base, those creatures are basically stuck in the void. Luckily, despite Alta abandoning the colony, the buildings are still up there in orbit. Let's call them down.
Opustymy.
Well done. That's a fine specimen. You would have thought our previous employer would have stacked these nicely beside our habitat, but no. Too busy counting all that search engine advertising revenue to actually make anything successful ever again. But teleporters are still useful. I hate to be that droid, but you really can't leave until you watch the message on the main screen. I mean, I guess you could launch it and leave, but that just means you don't want to know what's going on. Nope, can't let you do that. We need to watch that video, or at least start it and then skip it.
Multi-global. Oh, really great. Oh, piece of crap. Hello. This message is for all remaining Kindred employees that are still alive somewhere in the galaxy. I'm really sorry to call you out of the blue like this, okay? But I just felt like we hadn't been talking since the acquisition. For 3 centuries, I ran Kindred Aerospace. That's 300 years. And then those fools bought it, only to close it down. And now I don't know what to do with myself. I can't stand it. Retirement sucks. Alta Global piece of company sucked me. Well, who do we have here? Gunter Harrison, you baboon! You may control the galaxy, but you can't control Martin Tweed. Come on. I can't take it anymore. Melinda! It's time to call Chew and Slim. I want to help you. All of you former Kindred employees who are lost out there somewhere in space. Stay tuned. I'll be in touch.
buildings have landed and are ready for use. Well, some. Most are sad echoes of all those broken promises now, but at least amongst them you will find a lovely research pen. Let's take a look inside. Remember, for every creature you capture, I can carefully dissect it, study it, then put it back together almost good as new. And I'm sure we can find some practical applications besides the pure joy of sciencing. All I need you to do is to press that button over there. Don't ask, just do it. Excellent. You have activated the research pen. It's ready to dissect, discombobulate, and dismember creatures whenever we need it. So head to the Habitat's computer and pick a first candidate to study. Looks like our work here has not gone unnoticed. We've just received an exciting email on your Habitat's computer. Looks like a possible side gig opportunity. All right, the research app is now ready to use. Let's take a look. A bunch of weird challenges that will give us new blueprints? Hell yeah, I'm up for that. Are you? Good. I will begin analysis. It might take a while, though. While we wait, why not tackle some of those challenges we just received? Check the list in your journal.
His Excellency, the Shabalama, makes his unlimited celestial knowledge available to the public for the first time ever with his in-vogue education center, the Shabalama's Ding Dong Academy. Ding Dong! With his exalted mission to mold the next generation of global influencers, the illustrious Shabalama has built a curriculum focused on my research is complete. The first of many, I hope. That was fun. And the creature's almost exactly the way it was before. Okay, so I'm also done searching the planet for other supply crates, and it looks clean. But you will be either delighted or terrified to know that the rest of your gear is still in this star system. But on other planets. Which is the perfect opportunity to use the planet cannon currently waiting in our orbital warehouse.
But before we can launch ourselves onward, the cannon needs calibrating, and the data we need for that has crashed somewhere. I have a likely site, however. I'll mark its location on your compass now. Let's go! Well, this is more than a little creepy. Imagine all the settlers who are meant to arrive here soon who are no longer on their way. Alta built a city for... no? Grab the flying ones. Impervious to bullets. Classy. Good job! You finished the first batch of mysterious challenges. For science, I guess. Let's head back to the habitat when you're ready, see what upgrades we've unlocked, and see if there are any more tasks. Oh, you want to do some diving? Awesome! I'm sure I can locate an upgrade for this. I'll let you know when I find it.
To the victor goes the spoils. I've unlocked fresh upgrades in the printer to celebrate your achievement. Good work.
The Shamalama's Ding Dong Academy presents the Ding Dong Influencer Accelerator Program, Extreme Routine. Speed up, Shelly, to the extreme! The universally renowned Shamalama has a once-in-a-lifetime offer to accelerate your rise to be the galaxy's next top influencer. With our diaper protocol, your lane game gets insane clicks and subs, and you can go up train with a partner.
This diaper works, even if you're a ding-dong dumbass!
The Ding Dong Influencer Accelerator Program Extreme Routine has 4 power-pack program guaranteed to launch your profile to the stars. Including crash test dummy, death is no longer permanent, but remains incredibly painful and hilarious. Lock those clicks with your custom chamois lock gold lame spacesuit, bedazzle your lights with each side-splitting demise.
Ding-dong, you're dead!
Selfie Scout. Snag more subs, snapping stunning selfies in our proven primo locales. Picture perfect for your personal promotion.
Everything, cheese!
Product tester. Animal testing used to get a bad rap. No longer. Blow up your feed testing experimental products on space creatures, reporting any burns, rashes, or mutations.
No freaking animal!
STV Cribs. Now you can pimp your crib on the show everybody in the universe binges.
Your dig's ding-donging!
Complete all 4 tasks, and you can keep that sweet chamois lock spacesuit. Guaranteed.
You ain't no shabby! Now you a ding-dong!
The Ding Dong Influencer Accelerator Program, Extreme Routine, exclusively from the Shamalama's Ding Dong Academy. Register now.